I have been called a flower, you know. It is folklore that I grow stubbornly, despite the land not being right, or pleasing, or appropriate. I have learned they all mean the same thing. I catch their eye on occasion, when with belly full of rum or spirit unknown their boldness invites to my cup. I am not afraid. I have borne many, and still know I am capable of their death in an instant. As for my own, if not now, when? Well, I truly do not know. Nor do I desire to be burdened with vision of my own untimely demise, for it will not be pretty. That I know. I no longer hide now. I have chosen this path. And so, this stubborn flower that you call by my name is blooming. For the sun cannot cast shadows over me.
Hola! Chissado! Hey! Are you... Who is that, huh? She's very pretty. But I can't relate to her at all, I'm afraid. And white really isn't my color. So if you came here expecting to see that, well, you know, that's life. Forever serving you the unexpected. I've had to get used to it. So tough tits, as they say now. Yes, I've heard about this vocabulary of yours. I like it. That I can relate to. Serve you with realness. Yes. It's full of fire, passion, intelligence, fierceness. Yes. Those are the things I've always thought my people should be remembered for. If only my people were the ones doing the talking. Okay, you know what? It's not your fault, okay? We try again. English. English, take it off. Take it off! Correct, sir. We in Mauritius have a very specific way of talking. It's called carré-carré. It means square-square. It means that we mean exactly what we say when we say it as we dare. And it also allows you to cut through miles of bullshit before you've even had a chance to question it. How I have prayed for other countries to have this gift, so that they can hear what we say as we say it. Especially those of us who, insist on telling everyone else that we know better, whether in a speech, a scroll, or a letter, but alas, it is not meant to be. For even I cannot control your perception of me. In this particular case, there is just too much going on. There is an ocean and several people in between. So nothing is exactly what it seems. For example, hello, my friend.
Hello.
My very new friend. Supposing I were to say, I am in love with you. I know, it's only been 2 minutes, but suppose it's real. And it's true. I love you. And in this moment of excitement, you turn to the person next to you. I love you. It's okay, you don't have to do it. I love you. I love you. I want you. I need you. I hate you. And by the time it gets all the way around, it becomes, I kill you. And that, my friends, is exactly what happened to us. Let me tell you. Actually, hang on. A bit of a disclaimer here. I like to face my fears. I am not going to be telling you about how I am a good girl from a good family and good people. Even less am I going to tell you all about my father and his hold and power over the world. Because if I do that, all I will do is make you remember a bunch of sword-waving lunatics with a lot of hormones all over the place and the need to claim space. So, no. Okay? We are not going to do that today. My mother, she was an amazing human, but I would not have wanted to be her. So, I'm not going to be glorifying anyone or giving you a long-lost account of history, but I will be taking you on a journey to help you understand what it was, well, is, to be me. I figured round about now you might be bothered. You know, now that Prince Harry has finally come to his senses and married that American girl. Hey, what's her? Pretty, very pretty, eh? So pretty, jolie fille. Notice I've already forgotten her name. What is it? Rhymes with sparkle?
Martha.
Meghan Markle. Yes, jolie fille, eh? Very pretty. Let's hope she doesn't end up in a tunnel. Or jump off a cliff. The British have a very interesting way of treating their exotic women. We are either wife or skank. There is no in between. And if you work really hard, then you get the prize. Then they make you queen. Speaking of which, I'd quite like to talk to this Elizabeth. How is it that you wake up one morning and decide you're going to force half the world into slavery without the sheer remorse of it all? The arrogance. The arrogance of that. I've never quite gotten over it. Shit! Hey, you are distracting me. I've not had my dinner yet. And there is only one way I'm going to catch that. Come with me, my friends. Allez, alors, pas tout last, hein? Bloody Meghan Markle doesn't have to put up with this. Oui. Allons-y. Mauritius, a country where you go on holiday. Everything is perfect in the walls of your own home. You can even weather the most violent cyclone. Uprooted trees will hold new power over your subconscious as you struggle to understand how a piece of history so profound can be surgically uprooted from the ground. Yes, enfant. That is the country the Arabs found, and then the Dutch, and then the Froggies, et puis les Anglais. Yes, the English. Quite a tale to tell there. But I digress. Let us focus on the rest. What is it that the world, this big, wide, tasty, vociferous landscape of yours, actually knows about us? What is our emblem? Huh? The camp is on fire today. It is so hot. And Jean-Pierre's face is a picture. Madame! I am dying! Yes, Jean-Pierre, I can see what is wrong. Madame, you cannot smell that. The smoke is so thick and so black. No one can breathe. Ah ben oui, Jean-Pierre, qu'est-ce que vous faites? It's true. What exactly am I supposed to do? But madame, why do they not understand that the dodo meat is not good? It's not something you're supposed to eat. Yes, the dodo. That is what most people know. It's our national treasure. Really? Are you kidding me? That big, fat, stupid, lazy thing that cannot fly because it has no wings? That is the thing that you choose to represent my country? Come on, Manoir, let's do it. And you know, it has so much love. You cut off its tail, and it grows back. You can spend the whole day chasing it like that. In the middle of the night, when it falls onto the kitchen floor like back. Yes, wide awake, ready for the attack. How is it that you missed that? And spies every detail with speed and grace and all that. So much so that you need to take a step back. Fierce and beautiful in its attitude. To deny its skill is simply rude. Even now, that bloody eco-parakeet, that noisy thing in the tree that you want to eat, with a voice mover that will not go away, not until it's said what it has to say, raw and true in its own special way, as it reminds you of all the idiots and the dangers that you have to face. A soldier that can release an unexpected ship, but because it's endangered, you put up with it. That is power, and so much more. You chose the doo-doo. Ah ben oui, bravo les ministres. Well done, the ministers. Very good thing you did there. Very good. Some of you are laughing. If you're laughing, great. We are on the same page. But for those of you that like to stew in a middle-class rage, afraid of cultural appropriation, you have no understanding of my situation. There are 4 different classes of people in Mauritius, divided mostly by religion. The rest of us have been termed bâtards, bastards. They have told us that. Why? Because I am a direct result of métissage. I am completely mixed. Like the animals of my island, I am a product of all the people that came and went. Am I exactly like one or the other? No. Do I have attributes and skills from all of them? Yes. And it is part of my success. So I won't be silenced or put into a box. My adaptability keeps me alive. So make your little faces, look down your noses and do what you will. But if you want to understand who I am as a Mauritian, that's just something you're going to have to get. There is so much still yet to discover. And I'm not done yet. Hey. Okay, mes amis. Here's the deal. We have arrived. We are at the foot of my home. The giant that stands all on his own. Le Morne Mountain. It's huge. About 1,800 meters from the sea. And I have to get up there. Every day God gives me.
Là-haut, là-haut!
Up, up, up. I shouldn't complain. It is my protector. But like all good things, it doesn't come without some difficulty. Between me and the mountain, many things can happen. I may be caught. I may be killed. My experiences can take my life or give me a thrill. And the journey that I take for food can definitely put me in the mood. This, my friends, is the life of a Maroon. The hunt. We are both hunter and hunted. They might catch us, but we may catch them. La 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 la. We listen, it's the choice you've given. When we run through your halls and through your corridors, how we rise above you. Yes, we know what you go through, how we love to see you. We've no wish to kill you. La oh, la oh, la oh, la oh. You won't even know that we came. You won't even know that we came. You won't even know. Food. Finally. You know, this, the meal, the sustenance, this is where it all began. You are cultured and well-educated people, so you know that food is a ritual of sorts. No? Are you one of those people that likes to skip your breakfast? It's not good for you, you know. They never listen. What can you do? Well, for me, at least, it's a very important part of the day. I cannot serve anyone else if I have not taken care of myself and I have food, hunger in the way. So, like I said, this is where it all began. In the evening, I sit here with my childhood friend, Vincent. It's true, we have known each other since, enfants, titi. So when the sun sets, he sits here and he talks with me. Hey, you know what is funny? Cause I catch one of the grand madame in big off other day. She look at us with big eyes like that, like she never seen such a fuss. She see us dancing, you know. Oh, what is he doing, exo body? If I'm not careful, they come for me. Stop that! Oh God, I will die. I have better things to do than come for you, madame. Like elephant and mouse, silly thing. You know, it's true. Always the same affair. Scared, scared, scared. You believe that fear. You believe we have more to fear from them than they do from us. And always with that look. Oh, animal like you I never saw before. I see that look first time they hear our music. I see it again first time they taste our food. Anything they don't know they think is crude. And finally, I see that look again first time they discover our magic. Hey, Vincent, you remember when Florence ran away? I still remember the grand madame having a fit when she discovered the Longani spell underneath her tipsy's bed. What's wrong with you in the head? Why you break egg underneath my tipsy's bed? Wrong with us. Wrong with who? You not recognize protection we do? Again, he speaks true. You see, magic is very important to us. Longanists, healers, magicians, they are all different words to describe those of us that have the gift, and indeed, very many different ways of practicing it. But you see, this was Florence's way of taking care of the child in her charge. He had been ill again and again and again. So he broke an egg underneath her bed, the sign of vitality. But of course, that was not how the grand madame saw it. Why she chased Florence away like that? Florence took her chance. She ran like a kudu, so hard, so fast. That night when the moon come past, you remember? For the fete? Yes, the fete. A party at a special time of year, a celebration. The little things are important. Birthdays, weddings, and of course, our runaways. They leave, well, run, at an in-between time. Between dusk and dawn is the time things slip away unnoticed. It is high magic. I am high magic. Because on my mother's side, there is white man and coolie. And on the other, Portuguese, Trinidad, and black. Just try and document that. A foot in each camp. And let me tell you, sometimes it is an almighty struggle. So many people to keep happy and juggle. They are not always so fond of me. If I had not been born free, my life, I am told, would have been as a house slave. That was my mother's fate. They say she was a jolie fille, a pretty girl, you know. I cannot please everyone, but this high magic is where my power is from, and I owe it to myself to show myself to the world and stand tall. Otherwise, why would they follow me at all? You see how he is quiet now? Even my oldest friends, at times, is scared of me. He says that when I speak of magic and ritual, I grow in height. A man that is scared of me is not much use. But a man that would hold my secrets, stand by my side, understand what I hide, now that is a man that you take for war. That is a man of whom you can be 100% sure. You coming to bed? Go, my friend. I have things to do. Bonsoir. Bonsoir, Vincent. I am shocked out of my reflection by a scream in the night. I run towards it, unsure where it is coming from. A woman's cry. That I know. I listen. I hear. Grunting. Animal noises. Screaming. My heart races. I brace myself for the worst. I step into a small clearing and I see Melody, one of the girls from the village. There is a man on top of her. I cannot see his face. I see he is excited. Her clothes are thrown, torn all over the place. How dare this man? Who is he? I am so angry. I pick up a rock and I hit him. Once, twice, 3 times. Have to be sure. He falls to the floor and then gone. Like the coward he is. I focus on Melody now. I scramble to her side to help her up. It is now I realize where we are, under a bunch of philao trees. The seeds sting my feet as I try and take her weight. She is wailing. She is so distraught. I'm sorry. I cannot show you Melody. Hers is not my story to tell, out of respect, and I owe her that much. But I can tell you, she is not the first. And the best thing I can do is get her out of here, and quickly too. So, I pick her up. And I sing. La 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 la, ça ira, la ça ira, la 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 la, ça ira, la ça ira. This is the lullaby we sing to the women this happens to. She cannot stop crying, like a member of her family died too early. But this is good. The more noise she makes, the better. It means she's still alive in there. Better to let it out than let it fester. I return her to her bed. And make sure she is well surrounded. Ah, mon Dieu. I will never understand it. A friend of mine once said that when a woman chooses, gives herself to you, it is the most amazing feeling in the world. You cannot buy that love. So why would you want to force it? All for the sake of what? Power? Or is it curiosity? And I remember as a child I found a clam in the sea. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. But it would not open. And I was impatient, you know, a young girl wanting to find what beautiful things this treasure held inside. So I found a spoon, and I tried again and again and again, and it was far too soon. And on my last strike, it finally opened. But now, I felt sick to my stomach. I was revolted. Its juices had run everywhere, and the poor creature had recoiled, expanded, as if it has finally lost its way. But I remember it as though it was seared into my brain. It is the same. So I will look after Melody. And fear or no fear, I know I will have to go back to that place because that man is still alive and I did not see his face. You know very well I have not slept a week. You'd think I would be used to it by now. Oh, good morning, Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre? What is wrong? Melody, madame. She won't stop crying. Yes, Jean-Pierre, I know. That's a good thing. No, madame. Ou pas bien comprend. The camp is going crazy. All the Grand Noirs talking about pouvoir. They will come here soon. They will kill him by noon. Madame, they are talking about war. I very carefully and gently unwrap Jean-Pierre from my waist. His eyes are begging me to do anything just to stop this impending massacre. Jean-Pierre, keep fair. It's okay, they are angry. But they don't know who it is, so there is no one to kill. Ali, go. Tell them that. Tell them I will find who is responsible for this attack. Jean-Pierre looks at me. I've never seen him so worried in my life. I nod at him reassuringly and tell him to go and find his children and his wife. Of course the camp is angry and out for blood, but what are we supposed to do? Go and kill all the Englishmen in the big houses? Sacrifice our freedom for revenge and retaliate on their spouses? They know we can't. But that settles it for me. It's time to go back to that willow tree.
Thank you very much.